there. All right, man. So we got Super Sonny. Can you talk about growing up in New Haven for me?
Growing up in New Haven, it's like any other typical inner city around America, New York City, Philly, Detroit,
Yeah.
Boston. Like it's you got your rough sides, you got your not so rough sides, you got your rough people, you got your not so rough people. It's pretty much it is what you make it. Like if you want to be in the underworld,
Mm-hmm.
it's there for you. If you want to be an athlete, it's there for you. If you want to be a creative, it's there for you. It's all about what path you choose to go down as a male or female. So I mean, um, it can be bad, it can be great. I think my time in New Haven, I made the most of starting with athletics.
Yep.
Growing up as a kid and through high school.
You went through track, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I started off playing basketball, um, and then I ran track to stay in shape for basketball.
Okay.
And
Yep.
then it turned out that I was a much better track athlete than I was basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up sticking with track. Went to school for track for a little while,
Oh,
and
that's
then
dope.
so I mean it's a city.
Yeah.
It's an urban city. Like it's there's nothing tricky to it. Like you're gonna be street or you're not. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, so that's pretty much what it is.
Interesting. And how would you say that has shaped your music growing up there?
Um, it's shaped it like everything that I say in my music is New Haven. Like I mean,
Yep.
even if I don't say the words New Haven, it's everything I talk about comes from this city. I mean, I did join the military, so I did learn from being around the world and other places and stuff like that. But I'm built
Mm-hmm.
by New Haven, so the things I've seen, the things I've done, the things I've watched people do, the
Yep.
things I've heard, the trials and tribulations throughout the city, being outside and stuff like that. I mean, it's dealing with friends, dealing with females, dealing with anybody. Like
Yep.
it shaped everything like about me, and all my music is about me. So you know,
I like that. So can you give me like how did music become your passion? Like the background prior to you actually starting back up with music recently.
um, well, when I was a young boy, like 12, um, I was kind of like riding in one of my friends' dad's car. He had like a big one of those big family vans where you like
Yep.
put all the seats down.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
six little kids in the back of the van, and everybody freestyling, and it's just like going around and around in a circle. And when I went, I
Mm-hmm.
actually said something that like made sense. It was on beat. It was some type of little flow
It
there.
was actually dope.
Yeah, like so. That's when I kind of discovered like, maybe I could rap a little bit, but I never took it serious. I really didn't take it serious at all until I got to college.
Yep.
Um, that's when I bought like my laptop, microphone, downloaded some software, grabbing beats from YouTube or just remixing beats that were already popular,
Yep.
trying to out rap whoever's song it originally was. Like, I mean, back then I remixed like The Motto by Drake and Wayne,
Yep.
Rack City by Tyga. Like, it's just I'm Ready by Joel Santana. Like,
So all the popular songs you were just trying to go
all
at it.
popular songs I was trying to go at. I mean, I didn't know what I was doing,
Yeah.
but and
It's
then
training though.
exactly, and then and it was always bold to pick those beats and rap off of them because it's like you're not gonna do better than the people who like what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
But just to have that type of confidence to do that, what I mean.
That's key. That's important.
Exactly, and then my cousin noticed it. Guy 203.
Yep.
He was they were doing the wave only thing, the BBM wave thing at that time, and he wanted me to be a part of it. As soon as he noticed me trying because
Yeah.
he saw my potential. Plus, he was one of the kids that I used to rap with in the basement back when
Okay,
neither
yeah.
of us was really good at all. But we just had little rap offs in
Of
the
course,
basement
yeah.
growing up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he had already started taking it serious,
Mm-hmm.
like towards the end of high school. I was running track. I didn't care about rap at all.
Yeah.
So when he saw me in college trying to rap, he was like, "Yo, you cuz like be a part of BBM, like you know what I'm saying? We could use you. You could use us." Da, da, da. I'm like, "Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing." I always been my own dude.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
for me, like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I love you, but I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna do my own thing. And then as time went on, you know what I'm saying, he fell back off bugging me about it. But then I started noticing like what he was really doing,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, you know what, maybe I should like give it a try and start fucking with him. So
Yeah.
I started fucking with him when I came home from school and shit like that. I would go to the studio. That was my first time being in a real studio,
Yeah.
like rapping in a real booth, like stuff like that. So
Different energy, I bet.
yeah, when that energy came, and when my songs started to sound more professional, and my reactions from people started to be more respectful and more like, oh,
not like he's half-assing it. Like, this is
like,
serious.
oh shit, Sonny can rap. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, cool. That's when I was like, damn, like this is what it felt like to be a rapper or a local rapper. Like, I'll fuck with it. Like, for me. And plus, I always thought I was better than everybody anyway. So it's like, if these dudes is popular and these dudes could do this and that,
why can't I?
exactly. You know what I mean? So just with that mentality alone, rap is like one of the best art forms to have that mentality with. So, you know, that's kind of how it all started.
Now, was it the military that caused the hiatus, or did you have a hiatus prior to that?
When I joined the military, it pulled me from BBN.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't around them.
Yeah.
I was elsewhere. I started off in Korea.
Yep.
So obviously in basic training, you can't record any music. In AIT, you can't record any music.
What is AIT?
AIT is Advanced Initial Technical School or something like that. Like when I was real hoo-ha soldierish, I don't remember that shit, but I don't fuck with that shit no more.
Yeah,
I forgot what AIT stands for, but it's where you learn your military occupation.
Okay.
So that's where I was trained on the radios and stuff that I was doing when I was in the Army. After that, they sent me straight to Korea. So I was gone. Like there was, and I didn't know of any recording studios in Korea. Plus we had curfews and stuff like that. So I would write while I was there. And I went back to the laptop music a little bit, but I wouldn't put any of that stuff out because I had already put real studio quality music out.
Yeah, so you didn't want to revert back to that.
I just was kind of doing it just to keep my skills sharp a little bit.
Yep.
But there was at least a 1.5 year gap of me not releasing anything ever. Then when I got to North Carolina, I started back up.
And that's still through the military when you were in North Carolina?
I was still in the military when I was in North Carolina, and I started back up around 2016. So that was the end of the 2014 to 2016 hiatus. Because in North Carolina, I found a studio, found people, found other artists and stuff like that to get with, and you know, I was still communicating with Bugatti and the rest of the wave and all of that. So there was still some sort of relationship, even though I couldn't record with them.
Yeah.
But you know, I got back into it. My fan base being back home.
Yep.
And me being in North Carolina, it was kind of discouraging because it's like nobody's really gonna pay attention while you're not there. And then I didn't have enough connections in North Carolina, and I didn't really work hard enough to find connections in North Carolina to build a North Carolina fan base.
Yeah.
So that's what caused the second stop.
Okay.
Like, after I put out one song that I felt like was a fire song and it got half a reaction, I stopped. You feel me? So I was just like, fuck it. I'm in the military. I'm about to have a baby. I don't got time to keep putting my money into all of this stuff, and it's not going nowhere. So I just was like, fuck it. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was that hiatus.
Now, what is the sound like? How is it different down in North Carolina to us up in Connecticut?
North Carolina is kind of like Connecticut in the aspect that North Carolina doesn't really have a sound.
Okay.
They have artists that have popped from North Carolina. Obviously, J. Cole is from North Carolina.
Yeah.
That was one of the first things I did when I got to North Carolina was go to J. Cole's house just to see 2014 for a
Oh, that's dope.
Because he's my favorite rapper. So, you know, him being from North Carolina, he doesn't embody the sound of North Carolina.
Yeah.
The Baby is from
I
Charlotte,
was just about to say, he's also from...
He doesn't embody the sound of North Carolina either. P.D. Pablo used to pop back in the day. He had the North Carolina anthem, but even still, you see how all three of those artists are totally different.
Yeah,
so,
in their own lanes.
In their own lanes. So I feel like that's kind of what Connecticut could be, but because we don't have a sound, a lot of artists in Connecticut try to follow the sound of another state or another city, and it's hard to do that because if you're not from there, it'll be hard for people to accept you mimicking that style. You know what I mean?
Like an Atlanta flow or Miami flow.
Or a Chicago flow or something like that. So it's like, bro, you're not from there. Like, it's not going to work. It'll work a little bit, but it's not really going to
It won't work like you are in Chicago.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have that brand on you. You know what I mean? So you making Atlanta music, but you're not an Atlanta nigga. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You're making drill music, but you're not drilling. You're not out in Chirac. You're in New Haven.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's kind of tricky with Connecticut, but I think we have quite a few artists that now that have their own sounds that are just missing whatever they're missing to get them past you know past the line
Yeah.
to where you become a national recognized artist. Um, so, and some people have broken down that barrier a little bit. I mean, Snow broke that barrier down.
Yeah.
When I was in North Carolina visiting my daughter, I heard Yank Rhythm on the radio, and not satellite radio, just radio.
On the radio,
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
dope.
So I mean, it's possible now. It's just people have to be their own person, their
Yeah.
own artist, and I think I try to do that to the fullest extent. I don't sound like anybody from anywhere, if you ask me.
No, exactly. I couldn't pinpoint anything when I was listening.
Right.
You sound like yourself.
Right.
You sound like Super Sonny.
Thank you. Thank you.
So going to that, how did you get your name?
My name has been Sonny all my life. It's not my biological name,
Mm-hmm.
but it's the name my dad gave me at birth as far as my nickname, what my nickname was going to be. So, Sonny was just there.
Yep.
The super part, I don't know. It was kind of random. I mean, when I first came home, like on Instagram and Twitter, I just wanted to change my Instagram name. I changed it to Big Sonny because I got big.
Yeah.
I used to be really, really, really skinny.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
When you were doing track and everything.
Yeah, so I was really skinny. I was really small. But towards the end of my Army career, I got big.
Mm-hmm.
So people would see me and literally say, "Oh, you ain't Little Sonny no more. You Big Sonny now." Like, word. So
Yeah.
I changed it to Big Sonny. And then, I mean, big and super, they're kind of synonyms.
Yeah.
So, I mean, super is just a little bit more superior.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of switched it from big to super when it was time for me to start rapping again. Like,
Yeah.
there was no, like, sentimental reason behind it or anything like that. I just thought it would be dope.
No, that is dope.
Yeah.
That's a good word. Especially since that's like your nickname from your childhood. Your father gave you that, and then you get to build off of that and make it your own.
Yeah.
I like that. So you're also a father.
Mhm.
So talk about being a parent while pursuing your dream, and what would you recommend to new parents still trying to chase their dreams?
I would recommend, firstly, just to make sure that you can still provide as a parent.
Yep.
Chasing a dream like music, it's kind of hard to chase when you have to do a 9 to 5 or whatever it is, whatever your other means of making money is, because when you're a parent, the money is always the priority because you have to feed your kid.
No matter what.
No
Yeah.
matter what, and make sure the kid has everything he or she needs. So, as long as you can find a way to do that and still make sure you have time to really, really focus on that dream. It's really about cutting the social life out,
Yeah.
honestly, because people always have time. Like, nobody works 24/7. Nobody.
Makes
You know
sense,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So it's like, if you saying you don't have time to make music because you're a parent, well, what else do you do other than parenting? Because you do something else, whether you go out, whether you hang out with your friends, whether you have a hobby, you know what I'm saying? You're not always parenting. There's something else that you do.
There is the free time.
You know what I'm saying? It is there. You know what I mean?
Like, don't go smoke the blunt at your friend's house. Go to the studio instead.
Exactly. Right. So, I mean, it's all about what you prioritize. The child is first.
Yep.
And then your dreams should be second. I was blessed. The mother of my child, she's a big, big supporter of my dream. Like, when I talk about putting the dream away and trying to get a different job to make more money, to be a more providing of a father, she's like, nah, bro, no. You're going to give music a certain amount of years. If it doesn't work, then we can revisit the situation. But so I personally was blessed with that situation. I know
Yeah.
everybody's not in the same situation as me. Some people have types of baby mothers that I don't even want to discuss.
Yeah, of
you know what I'm
course.
saying? So I mean, I lucked up.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
a
mean, I
beautiful
chose
thing.
wisely too.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's not like I just rolled dice and had a baby. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I kind of knew my life would be like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of why it happened in the first place. But yeah, being a parent and chasing your dream is also a good way to set an example for your kid.
Yeah.
Because your kid is going to have dreams. Whether it's the same dream as yours or a different dream, you got to be able to show that example that not to let anything stop you from pursuing your dream. You know what I mean? So that's how I see it.
Makes sense. I was actually talking. There's this artist. His name is Hush the Kid. I interviewed him last week,
Okay.
and he has 2 kids.
Right.
And his, I think, 5-year-old is starting to like make music, go in the booth and stuff.
Word.
And because he sees his dad do it,
That's
so
dope.
it inspires him to do it too. Starting at 5, you're gonna be freaking nasty at like
True.
15,
True.
17. Like what?
Yeah.
So that is a great thing to always inspire the kids, even if their passion is something else. So what if they want to do clothing, or if they want to be a photographer, but they see that you're doing something other than the 9 to 5, or other than to your job,
Right.
the one that you don't want to go to, but you go to get money.
Right.
So it's like it shows that life is about making your money, yeah, but living it to the extent that you want to live it to, and doing what you want to do.
Precisely.
Love that. So, I know you have 2 videos up on YouTube. We'll go through both of them. Starting first, you got the Like That video. This is with Frankie Fire. First off, I want to ask, how did you get in contact with Frankie?
Through Bugatti.
Okay.
Frankie was shooting pretty much all of Bugatti's videos
Yeah.
at the time. I mean, Bugatti was pretty much like his test dummy. Like, he started out shooting Bugatti pretty much. And, when it was time for me to make a video, Bugatti was like, okay, we're going to Frankie.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, all right, cool. So that was pretty simple. That there was no headache with that at all.
That's dope. Is Frankie from New Haven? Or is
I
he...
think Frankie's from Bridgeport, West Haven, something
Okay.
like that. Yeah, he's from the 203.
That's dope, yeah.
Yeah.
I was supposed to interview him, I think, like mid-February, so, it was like gonna be literally back to back with yours, but it didn't end up happening. But
Yeah.
I've been seeing him grinding, so like the fact that I saw Shot by Frankie Fire, I was like, alright, bet.
Word.
And I think Frankie, the first time I saw him was on your video too.
Yeah.
So it's crazy how it works. So can you just go through the process of the day for the Like That video?
I pretty much know I wanted to make a huge splash.
Yeah.
Because Like That was my welcome back to rap song. And it was the first song I was putting out under Super Sonny.
Yeah.
So I knew it wasn't something that could just float by everybody. It had to grab attention. So the hotel scene was the first thing that popped in my head. Like, what visual can I have that'll make people stop and stare? And women, selling sex, obviously.
Yeah.
So the scene in the hot tub with the girl behind me and all that, that's attention grabbing. Like, the nosy people are gonna want to look.
Yeah,
like, the gossipers are gonna want to look, and then just the genuine people who like music and like visuals are gonna want to look as well. So, and plus, Frankie had a professional, look. So I mean, he didn't need any type of like assistance and stuff like that. Like, you can put Frankie wherever, and he's gonna make something good out of it. So. And then, so that was my idea, the hotel scenes. The neon light scene in front of the Chinese restaurant, that was Frankie's vision when he heard the song. So we just kind of blended those two together. We started off, we shot at the hotel first, got dressed, went out to the Chinese spot, and shot there. So,
Fire.
There was a couple people in the vid. Bugatti was in the vid with me. My cousin was in the vid with me, a couple of my cousin's friends, and then the girl that was in the vid with me. So,
Fire.
it was pretty smooth. It was a smooth day.
And were they all in New Haven?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Well, the hotel's not in New Haven. The hotel's in Milford.
Okay.
Yeah. But,
still close by.
Yeah.
In the area.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So, I saw that DJ Michi was playing Go To on 93.7. So, how did this make you feel?
Well, I mean, if anybody who's still watching this podcast, like, after everything I said, you think about everything that I've said and finally getting that radio spin.
Mm-hmm.
I took 2 breaks. I took a military break. I took I don't want to do this shit no more break. I changed names, all types of stuff. Like, I started from a laptop, like, not getting any plays, not getting any views, you know what I'm saying? People saying I couldn't rap.
Yeah.
All types of stuff, like, you know what I mean? So and that's from 2014 to 2020. So this is not an overnight story. This is not a Sonny rap and all of a sudden he on a radio story. Like this was 6 years of real grinding.
Of all different types of emotions.
All types of emotions, all types of obstacles, like real grinding. And it was 6 off and on years. I truly believe had I been able to put in 3 or 4 to 6 consistent years, I would have been got that radio spin.
Yeah.
But because of the breaks by default and the breaks by choice, it was a little bit of a slower grind. So hearing the first time he played it, I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
I woke up to the information. Like I was asleep.
Was that the one where he actually put on his Insta?
Yeah, he put it on his Insta.
Yeah.
And he tagged me and stuff. And I woke up, I saw the tag. I'm like, oh shit.
When I saw that, I was like, okay.
Like, oh, wait a minute. But last night, I actually was in the car while he played it, and it was a different type of feeling than just seeing it on Instagram. Like it was totally different. Like it was just like, wow. Like
this is real.
This is a big step. Like this is a big step. Some people might not feel like it's such a big deal, but they ain't did what I did to get there.
No,
like,
not at all. And it's not like a college radio station. That's 93.7. And that's DJ Michi on 93.7.
Right.
Not like one of the other ones. Not downplaying anybody else.
Right.
But to be basically co-signed by someone like DJ Michi, that's a huge deal.
Yeah. And not only did he play it on the radio, but he put me in the first Hot 93.7 Up Next playlist on Apple Music. So now Go To is on that playlist.
Bro, that's
so
fire.
he's heavily co-signing right now. So he's gonna be remembered when this Wave Only, Super Sonny, Bugatti Tour 3, all this types of shit, when it really sets sail, he's gonna be one of those people that's never forgotten, because he's kickstarting some shit.
Yeah.
He put a different battery in my back. Put it this way. I thought I was gonna go hard in 2020, but after he played my song on the radio, the hard that I thought I was gonna go is not even comparable to the hard that I'm really about to go for real. Like
it just boosted your confidence tenfold.
Totally. It's done. It's really slow. Like it's slow for a lot of artists. It's slow.
That's what I'd love to hear.
Yeah.
You got the right attitude for this, man. And speaking about that, you also have the return of Wave Only Wednesdays. So it looks like you took everything else off, right? So going back to the previous times, what sparked this idea originally?
Like That came out. Like That was a hit.
Yep.
Everybody liked it. I had to get a song with Bugatti 203. That's my guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was wilding at the time. If I'm Wave Only, how do I not have a song with Bugatti 203? We did Down Chick 2.
Yep.
Down Chick 2 doesn't have a vid. We put it out audio first. So I wanted to do something that would promote Down Chick 2 differently than how I promoted Like That. So the day I put Down Chick 2 out, I was actually with Bugatti. We was on our way to R&B Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I said, yo, record me spit this verse real quick over this beat. It was the Lord Tariq and Peter Guns beat that New York City is a crazy, like that. It's this real old school flavor type beat. And he recorded it, I put it out, it was Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? So I think in the caption I just put Wave Only Wednesday because it had a nice ring to it. That didn't really get any static.
Mm-hmm.
That next week I did another one to Lil Kim, Crush on You. And that was during the daytime, the lighting was better, there was snow on the ground. I had on this nice little dope purple windbreaker, you know what I'm saying? Wave Only merch t-shirt was on, everything. Like,
fire. Yeah.
And I spit a different verse, but I danced the entire time I rapped.
Oh, word? Okay.
So it was just kind of like a different type of energy.
It was smooth the entire time.
Yeah, and when I dropped that one, the reaction that I got was way different than the reaction I got from the week before.
Yep.
Like the reaction was sick. Comments all over the place, shares, everybody coming up to me when they see me that day or throughout the rest of that week. Yo, that verse, yo, that verse. So that's when it dawned on me, I do this every week. Wave Only Wednesday gotta be a weekly thing. And it went way over my head that Bugatti was already doing free smoke Sundays every week.
Yeah.
So now he got Sundays, I got Wednesdays. We putting our foot on everybody's neck.
Mm-hmm.
Like every week, y'all gonna see some fire. So that's pretty much how that happened. Yeah.
And speaking about, you said you were going to the R&B kickback. I remember you were
R&B Wednesday.
R&B Wednesday, yes. So talk about performing with a live band at Terminal for the R&B Wednesdays, compared to just spitting straight over a beat.
I'm talking about Bugatti a lot today, but that was probably my favorite moment with Bugatti in 2019.
Yep.
Because some weird shit was happening. We done did all these fests. We opened up for P&B Rock. We opened up for Pop Smoke. Like, he was getting booked left and right, and he was bringing me out every time. Then I had my own set with the fest. I had, we had other shit going on as well. So we performed the whole 2019. But that performance, I was nervous as fuck. Like, because it was like, there was no show mix. There
Yep.
was no beat that I'm familiar with in the background. There was no rehearsal.
Ooh, that right there.
All I knew is I had to literally get up there and spit a verse over that band. And if I was to mess up, everybody would know, because there's no ad libs, there's no nothing. It's just me, and the band, and a flooded Terminal 110 club.
Yeah.
So I'm nervous as hell. And like, Bugatti just looking like game face on, he just ready. You about to turn this shit up, da da da. I'm like, bro, oh no, bro. And he like, what? Man, fuck it, man, bow your head. I'm like, and he prayed on it. When he prayed, said amen, they called us up. I was nervous. I was still kind of shaking up until I grabbed the microphone.
Yeah.
When I grabbed the microphone out of Kaylee Roselle's hand, I turned right back into Super Sonny, and it was a wrap.
Yeah.
Like, I wowed out on that stage. Like, it was a wrap. Then I passed it back to Bugatti, and it was OD. But the actual creative environment, I would definitely do it again. Like, I would do an unplugged show. I would do live band shows, because I got material for that.
Yeah.
So it's like, it was dope to me. It was one of the best performances we did, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It was in front of a tough crowd, but they had no choice. You know what I'm saying? Even the people who didn't want to cheer out loud came up to us on the side. Was like, yo, y'all rocked it. Da, da, da.
That's
like, yeah, I appreciate it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was, but that performance was sick though.
That's lit. So, out of all, you said that's your favorite performance. What has been like the biggest thing that you've learned throughout all these performances? What would you tell someone that's starting out performing tonight?
You got to be yourself on stage.
Okay.
Now, it was that was some of my first performances rapping.
Yep.
But I've been on stage my entire life, whether it's on an athletic stage, whether it's a school assembly stage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've always been on stage, and I've always been the center of attention. So I just apply that energy to perform my own music, and it's just like, I'm a crowd rocker at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just a natural crowd rocker. So
that's perfect. I like that. So now we can go into what's coming up. We got the Superpowers EP on the way. So what can we know about the Superpowers EP that you're not keeping hidden right now?
Go To is going to be on it.
Okay.
Get It Now is going to be on it.
Nice.
Bugatti 203 is going to be on it. And it's going to be a lot of, it's not going to be long because it's an EP, but I'm going to give them a lot in that short time frame. I'm going to dig deep.
It's going to be dense.
Yeah, I'm going to put on a bar show. I'm going to have a single like Go To. I'm going to talk to the women. I'm going to talk to the trenches. Like, I'm going to give you everything within that short time frame. So it's not just going to be your typical Wave Only Wednesday style Super Sunny. Like, I'm going on Superpowers. I'm going to show you why it's Superpowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how does this differ from Super Summer Volume 1?
Super Summer Volume 1 was all fun music.
Okay. So there's going to be a serious side to this.
Yeah.
I like that. Let's see. So now we're going to go into something I call it the Breakthrough Breakdown.
Okay.
So, what I want you to do is just talk about whatever memory comes to your mind, first thing that comes to your mind. If it's a story, either of the recording session, inspiration of the song. One of them is going to be has a music video involved in it, so just whatever pops in your mind. So the first one is the original Down Chick.
Wow. Senior year in high school.
That's crazy.
Down Chick is about my senior year in high school.
Okay. What about I Wanna Know? And that's with Nija?
Nigel Bonet.
Okay.
Yeah, she's from North Carolina.
Okay, so that was back when you were in North Carolina?
Yeah, that was back when I was in North Carolina. That's 2016. That's still a memory for that. The beginning.
Yeah. Okay.
That was the beginning of me getting my respect.
And that was right before the second hiatus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we talked about that. How about Sex Tonight? That had the music video on IGTV before you took it down, right?
Mm-hmm. Valentine's Day.
Okay. And then we already talked about this, but what about Down Chick 2?
Dreams. I wrote that song based off of dreams that I was having. That Down Chick 1 is a real story.
Yeah.
Down Chick 2 is a story based off of dreams that I was having.
Like that. She My Baby.
She don't even know it. Still. She still don't even know it. She be playing. It's whatever. It's whatever. You know what I mean?
One Day. That's funny that I said that because the next song is One Day.
One day, yeah, I see what you did there. I said, one day, shit, this is the day, 2020. One day, when when DJ Michi spun that on the radio, if you listen to the verse I spit in One Day, that's what this is, making everybody pay.
I like that.
Now, granted, that verse was at a particular female, but it's a symbol of everybody who treated me a certain way until I got to a certain point.
They gave you that shade, didn't believe in you.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about when I say it's slow.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, I'm making motherfuckers cry and shit.
Good. I like that. And then how about Throw It featuring D Monet, right?
Mm-hmm. Ridiculous.
And why?
What fest was it where I performed Throw It Up?
Last one.
Throw It is a lot of ass, man.
Yeah.
A lot of ass. When you hear Throw It, it's a lot of ass. Ridiculous amount of ass.
Good way, folks.
It's probably the most fun song I ever made. It's probably more fun of a song than Like That. Like, Throw It it brings...
I fuck with that song.
Throw It crazy.
Wow, hype man on that one.
Throw It crazy.
Hype man, wow.
Throw It crazy.
I bet it's one of the better ones to perform too. Like,
what?
Like...
It's locked in. It's locked into my set. I think I would have to get so good and that song would have to be so forgotten for me to not perform that song.
Yeah.
That song is locked. I'm performing that song. It's too much.
Yeah, no facts. And then I got 3 of them off of Bugatti's projects. First one, Value.
That studio session was a different type of session.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was different. When I recorded that, it was other shit.
The energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Tell My Truth.
I love my baby mother. That's what the song says. Period.
Simple as that. The last one, The One.
It's the best song in Connecticut.
I like that energy. No, but...
No one has a more complete song in Connecticut than The One.
Love it.
It might take a while for somebody to push the button on it, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I've seen what it does to crowds in person. Gotti's part, my part, the hook, the dances, whatever. It's too much.
Just complete.
It's complete.
Bid on the way.
It's going to be something that people go back to and they're going to be like, yo, this is a classic.
Like when Bugatti gets world famous and they dig and all his new fans want to listen to old Bugatti, they're going to be like, wow, this nigga wasn't famous earlier.
Yeah, right?
That's what The One is.
That's what I thought. I was like, what the fuck? And going back, I forgot to talk about this music video, but the Get It Now video, and this one you said is going to be off of Superpowers, right? Mm-hmm. So let's talk about that day and how the music video came into play.
Get It Now vid was really just gonna be a hold 'em over bid to let everybody know that I was still working.
Yeah.
But it ended up getting a more decent reaction than I thought.
Yeah.
Plus, it's one of my favorite songs, one of my personal favorite songs
It's
by
fire.
myself. Just because of the topic of discussion.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta get it now. Like, I was sleeping on the floor. I got the chick. Like, I literally had an air mattress on the floor in an apartment. Like,
Yeah.
now I got a real bed set. Like, real. I got the chicken now. Like,
Mm-hmm.
she didn't want to fuck before. I guess she with it now. Like, that's real life shit.
Yeah.
Like, she really was like, eh. But then shit popped off.
Now
Like,
look at
yo, what up? I gotta get it now. You know what I'm saying? So it's, that song anybody can relate to.
Yeah.
You know, so the vid was just some fun shit. Me and my dogs. Like, wasn't nothing slick to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a little skit in there. Get your homies to wake you
Yeah,
up.
you're like, yo, wake up, bro. It's time to get it. Like, you know what I mean? So.
I think that's important because it really shows who you are to the people that don't know you.
Exactly.
And that's the biggest thing.
I want to be like the most authentic artist around.
And that's what you need to be because that's how you grow a fan base more and more is people like feeling like not only that you're an artist that they listen to, but you could be their friend.
Mm-hmm.
Best way to do it. So, what would be your dream collab with any rapper and then a producer on the same track, dead or alive?
Just me and one rapper.
You and one rapper and then the
And
producer.
a producer. If I could only have one collab, I would collab with Tupac.
Okay.
Over a beat made by probably Kanye. Sample Kanye though.
Yeah.
Not the wicked new
Yeah, like
through the wire type, like classic sample Kanye.
yeah.
Like with me and Pop.
That'd be fire. I feel like your voices would mesh together very well.
Mm-hmm. And the topic, like, I would probably let him take lead on what we was gonna discuss and how deep, but then I would try to like thrash him lyrically.
Yeah.
Like, but that's my guy. We was listening to Tupac on the way up here.
Oh, word.
Yeah, that's really my guy. Like, he's really
One of your biggest inspirations,
yeah.
if not the one.
Yeah, I think Jay-Z is the greatest rapper of all time.
Yeah.
But I got more sentimental value with Tupac songs than I do with Jay-Z songs. Jay-Z is just better than everybody.
Makes sense.
Tupac is the godfather of making meaningful music. Like songs that mean shit to people. So
That resonate with the soul.
Exactly.
I like that. So where do you see yourself in 1 year, 5 years, and 10 years?
1 year, so like this day, 2021.
Yep.
At New Year's 2021, I see myself just on the road a lot.
Okay.
With music, rubbing shoulders with a lot of different people, performing in a lot of different cities and stuff like that. Not just Connecticut anymore, like just everywhere around. Yeah. In 5 years, I see myself using music to open up other doors for other shit that I want to get off. So it's like, you know, if I'm rich and famous in 5 years, I'm gonna put that money into other things that is always gonna money is always gonna circulate.
Yeah.
Because when music money stops, the music money stops. But the reason why Jay-Z is so rich and Diddy is so rich and
It's
Rick
what the
Ross,
other things they put their money into.
exactly. So that's what I see myself doing in 5 years is starting to put my money in those places.
Yeah.
With the money that I make from being Super Sonny. And in 10 years, how old would it be? In 10 years, I feel like I would just be not sitting back. I'm still gonna be young, so I'm still gonna be grinding, but just letting everything that I worked for, like,
come to fruition. Just keep working.
And just keep building up and keep becoming more of an icon and more of a legend and not just somebody who had a little run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, that's really the goal. So it's less about how poppin' I get with the music, but getting to a certain level with the music and then making sure
The longevity.
the longevity in the world retains.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because these young kids that are 17, 16 years old can't recite one Diddy verse, but they all know who P. Diddy is.
Mm-hmm.
I would be that person. Like, I have no problem being that person. But music is what got him there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's pretty much my dream path for 1, 5,
The
and
boss level shit.
10. Yeah. Running
Like,
shit.
yep.
Owning shit.
Yeah.
Being a mogul. You know what I mean?
Nothing better than that.
Right.
So you said earlier before the interview you're wearing all Connecticut right now. So could you tell the viewers what you got on?
Yeah, I got on Snuts. This is a young boy and his pops. Starting stuff early, you know what I mean? Doing stuff that I wish I would have done when I was 15, 16 years old. Then I got on CT on Lock headband. Shout out to my boy. This really my dog. Like, I'm gonna wear this headband for a while. Like, we've been through some shit that we're not gonna speak on. I got on Milo's Thoughts sweatpants. I think it's pretty much the top brand in Connecticut. Milo's Thoughts. Their stuff is always crispy, lasts a long time. You know what I mean? This shirt says made in Connecticut. I stole it from my big brother. I don't know who exactly makes it, but I'm for sure made in Connecticut, so I had to wear it. And yeah, that's all the Connecticut drip I got on me today. So shout out to those people, man. Definitely.
Love that. And any more shout outs before we end today's interview?
Shout out to the whole wave. You know what I mean? Shout out to the whole wave. Shout out to Bugatti 203 in particular, my dog right here with me right now. Took the ride up. Shout out to my daughter. Shout out to DJ Amici for spending that go-to. You know what I mean? Shout out to Terminal 110. January 25th, we at Terminal 110 for Bugatti 203. More success, birthday party. You know what I'm saying? It's going way, way, way up. Shout out to everybody that doubted. It's slow. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting. I know. I see you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, shout out Mom Dukes too. Definitely.
There we go.
That's about it.